If this is the start of the stream, this is so
That's,
horrible.
this is
no,
what we got going on. We are live. We are on
well,
air.
I mean, it says live stream offline for me. Give me a second.
Yeah, it says offline.
I'm refreshing though. Give me a second. Yeah, no, that shit's offline.
Yeah. What the
Are we
deuce?
streaming to Megaherv? Hello, Megahervs.
Shouldn't be.
That link isn't working. It's live.
The link isn't working?
No, go onto the Serenial channel and press.
Wait, so the link is broken?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
What?
What the deuce?
I gotta send the link out.
What the hell?
Go to YouTube Live dashboard.
Oh, the description's broken.
What's
okay, well we broke this just great. This is perfect.
What's even going on?
The stream.
What's even going on here?
This is I don't even know.
Well, I mean, if we're not actually live for some dumbass reason, then...
No, we are live. We are live.
Oh, hi everybody.
Yeah, we're live now. We're just not live on the right link.
There's someone actually typing on the podcast.
How'd that even happen?
What? How'd the link change?
It's a very good question.
Podcast timer.
YouTube, always a problem.
Well, when I get another link, I'll post it to this other.
Here. Yeah, I just put it in the announcements.
Hi.
There's something in the chat. Kaboom and stuff. Podcast time. Question mark or exclamation mark.
If you have
other stream?
Yeah, if you have the link for that, I would love to drop it there for them, so Kaboom and stuff could actually, like, is the other. What is even happening right now? This is madness. This is madness.
I love how broken this is. This is exactly how it's Serenial. The first episode of the Serenial podcast. Yeah. This is exactly what I envisioned for this.
This is fabulously broken. How did this even go down like this?
Wow, that's hilarious.
This is insanity. Blooming insanity.
Okay, so so the link that we sent to everybody that was like, oh man, like if anybody in the world was interested in a Serenial podcast, they just immediately got turned off because we broke it.
What's the real link?
Now it's the wrong.
Oh man.
Oh wait, the chat has some more going to it.
I would love to share it with like the people in this chat.
Mortals. I have joined. Right,
and then I could change the broken like stream link that these fine people are on right now. Okay.
I sent it to you, Herv.
And all right, deadly.
If I can send that, I don't know if it's gonna like censor me or something.
Probably. We'll see.
Censor you for what?
Let's
Right, so yeah, they're on the other podcast and they're talking.
Go here. And
go here. Yeah, but now the chat doesn't work. It's not linking to that chat.
I'll fix it here in a second.
There you go. Yeah.
I need to turn heating off. So, welcome to Serenial. Really?
This is what you have to look forward to.
This is the future, guys. This is how we all hang out.
Welcome to YouTube Problems, Episode 1.
Right. It's YouTube, it's a struggle. It's a struggle.
Okay. Yeah, so, welcome to episode 1 of the Serenial Podcast, I guess. Or, I guess it's, okay, it is actually labeled. The stream is labeled correctly, the one that's live, so that's good.
The description is broken as hell, though. So, like, none of our links are there.
Yeah,
oh, Bright Fox is here. Well, Bright Foxes is here.
Hi, Bright Foxes.
I guess we should introduce people. Who wants to go first with their own... Or, like, maybe I'll introduce people. So,
okay.
We got on... Okay, so directly below me, we have Nadine25. Say hello, Nadine.
Hello.
You do a lot of streaming and community stuff. You've run so many Minecraft servers over the years. You're an artist. You have an Instagram.
Yeah, which was in description, but then it broke.
Yeah. If you go back to the old broken stream, in the description of that, you can find our links. But it's Instagram.com/Nadine25, isn't it?
Yeah. Also, Limited Sanity says hello, everyone.
Hey, Limited Sanity, how you doing?
What's up, Limited Sanity? I remember Limited Sanity. What's up, man? He's an old school member.
The chat's gonna be fixed as well, apparently. Mega House is
I think I fixed it. I think it's all about it.
To Nadine's left on the stream, we got Enigmatic Entertainment.
Yo, what's good?
So he does all kinds of things, and also you got like a new channel too. Like I saw you were doing like some
Indeed.
top 5 stuff. Like he's talking about gaming, JRPGs. I saw the Saga Frontier 2 video, which was like really, like actually kind of emotional. Like it kind of got me.
I love that game. So classic, man. It really is.
Oh yeah.
And he's okay. So as far as Serenial goes, Enigmatic was like a long-term member too. Like he's as old as I am as far as Serenial goes. We're Tibia people. We are of the Tibia generation. And then above him and to my left is, as always, our man, Mega Herv.
Hi everybody. Welcome to the Serenial Podcast. I'm your very competent tech guy.
And yeah, and kind of host. I kind of jumped on the whole host thing, but like we had half an hour of like just pure chaos here at the start, or like 5 minutes of. Like I still we haven't really had a chance to like decompress from what happened.
I'm a little I still don't understand why the link didn't work. Is it because that more than one of us were tinkering around with the live stream stuff?
Could be.
Maybe.
Could be. Oh, yeah, okay. So at some point we got to try to like fix the. Did we fix the chat there? Oh yeah, no.
I think it's good there now.
Yeah, the chat's.
Yeah. Okay, so it's the right one. Okay, we're good.
I also we've got the official Kevin Blanco, even though I'm probably saying that wrong with my British accent.
Welcome.
I know Kevin Blanco. Kevin Blanco is awesome.
Yeah, mega fail, yes.
Yeah.
I would say hello in Spanish, but I would butcher it, Kevin. Yeah, so like, oh man. So I haven't seen Kevin in a long time. Kevin shows up when like the streams happen though.
Nice.
We've also got the professional background noise of my cats.
Right. Oh yeah. Also, I'm Fade Dragon Tier. I guess I should introduce myself.
Kaboom,
yes.
Kaboom and stuff is also here now.
Welcome to the other side, Kaboom
nice.
And stuff.
Welcome to
we need turning up.
Boom.
Welcome to the correct dimension. We had some temporal issues there.
We also need turning up.
Too low.
Try this.
Hello.
How about now, Kaboom and stuff?
I'm the very model of a modern major general. I might be louder than everybody else because I'm just kind of an asshole.
Is that better now? I just turned mine up as well.
Right, Foxy says they can hear everyone though, so I don't even know what's going on. Technical issues is always the first thing that happens when you start anything new.
I think we're golden.
I think no, sounds fine to me.
It's better.
It might be. Do you have check your left and right channels? If you're having audio issues with the stream, let us know if it's like if you're hearing like only like Harv in the left channel and then like maybe we're on the right channel. That has happened to me before.
Also, the chat is 30 seconds or more off from the live.
Oh yeah.
That's normal though.
It's fairly standard, yeah.
Yeah.
But here's what's up for the stream. Like it shows up after. Like it's so weird because we have the chat in the stream. It's in real time.
Oh yeah.
Even though we may react to it sooner, it will eventually show up in like what the actual time. I don't know. It's weird.
Gotta load delays.
Oh, right. No, the headset is fine. Just before Hav did something, you were all quiet.
Hacking space-time is hard work, guys. Like, it's complicated.
I find there's weirdness when it comes to, like, stream audio and, like, recorded audio, because we did, like, a sound check beforehand, and it was fine. Then we go live, and it's, like, there's issues. But we're working through it. It wouldn't be stream-related that I'm involved in without some technical issues.
I mean, there's a lot of technical issues.
Yeah.
We've tried our best,
cool,
guys.
But I mean, it's all part of the YouTube struggle. Am I right?
I just sound checked again. It's fine.
All right.
Superb. So welcome. Thanks for joining, folks.
Yes,
so
indeed.
today's we did have kind of a topic planned out a little bit. Like I wanted to get Enigma and Harv into a room and like sort of discuss different experiences that we've had with YouTube over the years, because we've all been kind of like long-term YouTube at different points in time, and we've all tried like so many different approaches to things. And I feel like in this room, and like with Nadine as well, because Nadine's done a lot of behind the scenes things for a lot of people, where like just this room has like a lot of experience, and like I just feel like there's a lot of value just in like that kind of conversation. So does anybody have like want to have like tell their story first?
Well, I mean,
anybody want to jump in here?
I can jump right in here. Well, I like in case you weren't aware, I started on YouTube about 11 years ago. I wasn't really serious about it yet, but I was kind of seeing how, like, I would see people doing Let's Plays and stuff, and I was always like, I always had like the two main interests. It was either like video games or wrestling, and video games was an easier like genre to hone in on for YouTube, so I just started doing Let's Plays at first. But after a little while, it just wasn't, like, I wasn't really ready for it, and I took a 4-year break. And I didn't take it terribly serious until about 2017 or so. And because of that, I didn't really see much in the way of anything. But then I started uploading daily from February 2017 to about, what was it, July or August 2017. Then I made the switch to streaming, and that was kind of where the YouTube journey, like, really began for me. So I just kind of churned away at that for a while, and now fast forward to, like, 2021, and still doing the streaming, and although I'm taking a bit of a break from it, but I've been focusing on getting YouTube shorts up and running, and those seem to be doing fairly well on the channel, so that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, so you said, like, so you kind of dabbled in... Sorry, I missed, like, the first part of that. I was interrupted. Yeah. I'm very sorry. It was kind of rude. So, like, around 2017 is where you, like, started taking it seriously kind of thing.
Right. I just kind of decided that I'm going to just upload every day for... At first, it was, okay, I'm going to upload every day for 100 days. When I started, I had 77 subscribers, like, when I got serious about it. And then for that 100 days, I got to 77 to around, I don't know... It was over 100, but I figured, okay. I mean, I'm seeing something. I got to 100. That's a milestone. So let's see if I can do another 100. I think I can. And within that next 100, that's when I started streaming. And fortunately for me, like when I started streaming, I got an audience like kind of quickly, and I just sort of been riding on that ever since.
Right. And like you have experience, like you've done a lot of live streaming, like compared to most people.
Like thousands
but
of
you
hours.
Also, like you've also done skits and things like that. Like I've seen you do comedy skits and different things like that, like the washing a car with the beard.
Right.
I recall distinctly. Lard is something like I'll always associate you with, like not forgetting lard.
Right. Well, you can't forget the lard too. It just kind of stemmed from. It was funny with the Final Fantasy VII streams that I did. I just kind of started saying it, but then there was one time where I didn't say it, and a bunch of people in the chat were like, "He forgot the lard," and it's like, well, I guess this is my saying now. So it just kind of stuck.
It's funny how things like that stick, but like lard in specific sticking is kind of weird because it's supposed to be non.
Yeah, like a grease. Right? Leave it to me to make lard stick. Yeah, Kaboom and stuff was there.
Okay, so we'll get sort of like introductions out of the way here then with so Enigma, did you want to sort of like let us know how you started there? Like I guess you're kind of like around the same time that I was with the whole thing, like maybe a little bit later on. But go ahead, I'll let you tell your own story. Yeah. Like your sort of journey on YouTube so far.
Oh yeah, man, that's this story for the record books, honestly, and bad YouTubing. I made my first video in like the beginning of 2011 probably, so January made like 10 years since then, but I took a lot of breaks in between, so it hasn't been a whole 10-year stretch of constantly doing it. I started just for fun, and it was based off just having a conversation with some friends like, yeah, I'm gonna do random freestyles just to mess around because I love hip-hop, I love to rap. And, you know, they were like, oh, record it and put it up on YouTube so we can go back and listen to it because, you know, and share it with all your friends. And I was like, yeah, guys, why not? You know, I recorded it off my phone, started uploading it on YouTube just for like, you know, BSing around and all that. And then I started deciding, well, I love video games a lot. That's really my passion. So I just started doing Let's Plays because at the time this was like 2011 or so, and that was kind of that was kind of the thing that people were doing on YouTube. I just had like a crappy microphone, and I was just completely new to this. It sounded bad. I didn't know what I was doing. I was getting interrupted. It was just everything going on, and freaking nightmare, honestly. But I was like, this is fun, and I just did that for like months, uploading every other day, just like different Let's Plays and whatnot. And then I took a break from it, and I switched up to doing more personal stuff. And that started from a whole another conversation with a really good friend of mine. We was talking about like mental health issues and whatnot. And then that really got me into doing like more vlog stuff and talking about personal issues. And I made a whole video just talking about depression, anxiety, how it affects me and other people. And then I kind of just took the channel in that direction, kind of more in like a vlog rather than like a Let's Play kind of thing. And then over the course of the whole like duration, it just switched up to doing those two things mainly. And forth kind of since then, a bit of a variety.
Right. I remember the vlog about the depression and like sort of getting more like candid with the the actual issues and like sort of like talking about these things. And it sort of like it put me on a path of like thinking about that and being more like aware of like sort of what's affecting me and stuff. So those actually like really profoundly like affected me, those videos. I don't know if you realize that, but like I wanted to make sure that you're aware of that they were important videos to me and still are. And like I enjoy everything you made so far. Like I think you're like, people say I'm very underrated on YouTube, but like like a lot of the boys, like everybody in Serenial, like I feel like you're all worth like millions of views, and I don't know, just too unique, too cool. You know what I mean? We gotta the paradigm we gotta set the paradigm, and then other people will come in behind us, and that's how it works. So that's awesome. Nadine, so your journey's an interesting one. Like yours is probably going to be a little bit like unique from the other two. Did you want to go ahead?
So like many others in this group, like I did start off on YouTube as trying to do YouTube videos. So we're talking 2012, I think one of my earliest videos said it was. And I was really young, so literally I started off with Minecraft like every young person back then. And I was making videos and somehow got up to 360 subscribers. I don't even have any clue how. I got contacted by a random person and ended up in Serenial from it. This was back in the era of like, oh God, we were on Skype.
What was the random person? Me? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You messaged me on Twitter and were like, do you want to join Serenial? And I ended up joining Serenial. Throughout the years, like I stopped doing YouTube. I wasn't very good at it, I'm not going to lie. And started concentrating more on my art and stuff because I've always been into art. And through all my art and stuff, I've started doing like live streams of that. I've also started making content of it. And I've also been in the background of a lot of people's like YouTubes and streams and stuff, just supplying art here and there when they need it. Like there's the Serenial live streams. In one of them, I did supply a piece of art, like the dragon for it.
Right, and for example, this stream right now.
Yeah, this stream right now, the background is made by me. I actually made it. I didn't make the Serenial logo. Who made that one again?
So it was a guy named Ghost.
Oh yeah, Ghost was like an old member who made that, didn't he?
Yeah, but like I'm the one that animated the version that you're looking at right now. So like there's a lot of hands touched a lot of things over the years.
I'm also the one that like tried to work out everything for the stream, and I was the one that had to technically put it all together and make it work. Like that's literally all I've done. I'm just basically artwork. There's not really more interested in that. Like I was around the era of like when we were doing Minecraft videos on this channel and stuff. Like a lot of Minecraft videos, like I hosted servers, I played them and recorded them. My experience with YouTube was literally quite short. I've been more on Twitch.
Right, Twitch and like other social media stuff, and like hosting like a lot of the Minecraft servers, like for us and like for other projects as well. Nadine does a lot of work for the group. daily questions of the day on the Discord server.
Yeah.
Been keeping that streak
Indeed.
up. I guess I got
here now.
Oh yeah, you've missed it. Well, I took over one day, but yeah, you have been skipping days. But like, there's days where people don't answer either, so I don't know. By the way, join the. Do we have the link to the Discord server?
The link is not in the
description.
It's all
just kind of a whole mess unto itself.
Is somebody logged in on the Serenial thing and like can link the server? Like, join the Discord, guys. If I'm gonna plug anything, let's plug the Discord.
I can probably do one of these. If I didn't,
I guess I should do
wreck everything.
I guess I should do the my story. So I started on YouTube like 2007 would be like my first upload, which would be for like an old Tibia, like the Tibia guild that we had that we were recruiting for that eventually turned into what is Serenial today. And like different Tibia videos. Eventually I moved on to Dream of Mirror Online, did videos for that. And all it really was, YouTube for me was just like an outlet for like whatever it was that I was creating at the time. It could be anything. I have old songs, like Brains the Zombie song was one of my first like viral videos, and I don't remember what year that was. It was maybe like 2008, 2009. And it's just like the stupid remix of like I had like Microsoft Sam doing like a stupid brains over. Yeah, and like it was like, you know, we had a video of like a game that we were playing that was like a zombie server thing. It was like Left 4 Dead before Left 4 Dead existed, essentially. And that was like the first thing that like sort of where the bug bit me, where I was like, oh, YouTube, like this is getting, you know, got like 10,000 views or something overnight, because it was like I uploaded it near Halloween, and like YouTube was looking for Halloween content, and this was like music, and they were like early YouTube where they actually like appreciated weird, quirky things like that. So like that one went viral, and then I was like, oh wait, like I'm seeing how this works. Like it's overnight, like it's working for, like I uploaded this video and then 24/7, it's like, you know, constantly gaining views, right? So I just need to do the like more of this kind of thing. And then over the years, like I just experimented with so many things, and eventually I came to the conclusion of, you know, like there's so many lessons that I learned through YouTube. I don't even want to get into it. Well, I mean, I suppose we will. This is what the podcast is about, but like not right now. We're just doing intros. So essentially, like I've had a couple like super viral videos mixed in with like a lot of other non super viral videos. But I've over the years got comfortable with where I'm at with it. Like, I mean, I don't necessarily create to get like huge amounts of views. I kind of create to create good content, and then if the views come, that's cool. But like really, it's about the content is the core for me. But yeah, I've been doing it for a long time, and there's a lot of things that we can discuss here. We're gonna get into like some nitty gritty soon. So what do you guys? So like, there's a clear difference between like old YouTube and new YouTube. Do you guys like? Was there ever like a turnaround for you guys where things like you said, Harv, like around 2017 you started like going harder at it, and you kind of noticed like an uptick. Have you guys ever noticed any like huge upticks or downticks, or has it always sort of been steady for you guys? Like, what's the experience there?
Like for me, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm just dropping the Discord and the link here. I think I finally did it.
Right,
for me, it's been pretty much, I'd say, consistent. I haven't noticed any huge upticks or huge downticks. I do notice some things that people might like a little bit more or might like a little bit less, but nothing I would say is extremely major. I noticed that overall on YouTube, the content that people provide on there and like the production quality has ramped up a lot, like in a general sense over the past, I'd say 4 or 5 years and whatnot. But for myself personally, I've been trying to, I guess, catch up with that kind of increase in the production quality, you know, like going from every video used to be like 360p and 480, and now everybody's doing, you know, 1080, they're doing 4K. It's just nice seeing how YouTube is adapting with the overall general times of technology really advancing, and how we can, you know, try to keep up with that.
That I don't know, it kind of hurts me though a little bit, because like my system's starting to get a little bit old, so like I can't do 60 frame 4K, so it like makes me feel like I'm kind of at a disadvantage. But that's just sort of like how the game always has been, like even back in the day, like, you know, top of the line things can do top of the line streams. But I you know what? I don't feel like it's ever really like for certain games. I guess it is about the quality of the stream and like the graphics of the game that you're playing. But like when I'm watching something, it's for the personality of the streamer. Like it could be like as long as it's not like potato quality, like so much so that it's off-putting. So like you mentioned the technology, and I had that thought.
Yeah.
Being an artist that's worked with like YouTubers and streamers in the past, there's also been a massive jump of what style of thumbnails and everything just to get noticed on YouTube. And there's been a more quality, like a lot of people have started using like green screens and stuff like that, especially if it's involving like vlogs or literally anything.
Yeah, the game has changed for sure. Like even this stream, like the layout of this stream, the way that we have it is definitely like a testament to sort of like the technology. Like this wouldn't be something that we would do 10 years ago. Like only super professionals would have something like this set up. Harv, did you have some thoughts on like upticks, downticks, like sort of in your, like, was your ride bumpy or was it like kind of smooth?
It's like, I find with YouTube that it seems like I'll grind it out for a while and I won't really notice much of like anything, but then I'll do like one thing and then there'll be like, oh, there's a spike. Because like I was saying, at like the 100 subscriber mark after like the 100 days or whatever. But then for me, when I did Final Fantasy VII stream, I went from 100 subscribers to like 500 in like 2 weeks. And I was like, holy crap, it's like, it's happening. But then like, I got up to
like
about, go ahead.
You kind of hit a thing. Oh, sorry. Like just to, not to interrupt, but like you sort of hit a groove there, like like you saw, like, okay, this is the uptick here. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so it's like for whatever I'm doing, YouTube likes me doing Final Fantasy streams, so I'm just gonna kind of do like PS1 RPG stuff, and just kind of focus around RPGs for a bit. I tend to like go all over the map a bit, but like I eventually grinded it out and got monetized. But like from there, I hit that around 2018. And then it was just kind of like, I would get like some like slow but steady growth. Because like from about 2018 to about the end of 2020, I went from 1,000 to 1,700. So it's like, there wasn't any more like, oh, I just got like 500
like
viewers.
You essentially almost doubled it within like such a short time frame kind of thing.
Yeah, like at first it was just like this, seemed like this explosion, and then it just kind of, I don't even know if tapered off is accurate, but like the sub count didn't like, it wasn't like exponentially growing. But then the YouTube Shorts came out, and that's been pretty crazy as far as like sub growth. And again, it was like one video did it. Which it kind of goes back to the streaming, because I was just uploading like stream clips that I had done. And I was just thinking like, oh, this would make a good stream clip. And I just kind of worked through one. And eventually I uploaded an Undertale one. And right now it's sitting at around like 600,000 views, and I've gotten like 5,000 subscribers from that video alone, just for a 1 minute clip.
Wow, nice.
So it's like,
awesome.
Yeah. So it's like, I just find for me with YouTube, it's like I'll grind for a while, then I'll find like that one video where I'll get like this surge. And then it's just like, just keep grinding away. But right now I'm just like, okay, shorts seem to be working, so short every day.
Right.
And like try to do like something chat based every day, if not a stream, but like a premiere, something.
Yeah, so for those just watching and like you may not be in like the whole YouTube thing, like even the shorts are kind of like a new thing to me too. So shorts are a new format on YouTube where it's trying to be like a sort of like a Vine or a TikTok or a Snapchat style like vertical video under a certain thing. So currently right now they're like YouTube pushes those a little bit more than traditional content because that's sort of the thing that they're focusing on, I guess. I believe the Spiffing Brit was the video that like you guys were passing around. There's a couple other people talking about it, but that was like the main one that like. So Nadine knows a little bit about that too. Were you like looking into that, Nadine? Because you were talking all.
Yeah. So this channel, I was gonna start making shorts, especially around my art, and like I was gonna play some Friday Night Funkin' and stuff. You can just watch me fail at that. That's what I was gonna look at doing.
I'll be right back. My kitchen might be on fire. I'm just gonna check. So not to interrupt you, but like, yeah, just cover for me for a sec there, guys.
All right.
It sounds like there's a problem there.
If we see flames, we'll know what's going on.
Yeah. So while it fades away, I mean, if there's anyone in chat, they're welcome to ask us any questions, especially about YouTube, seeing as that's the episode's main topic for now.
Yes, indeed.
We've gone already through like all our histories and stuff. I mean, when it did come to popular videos, what was your most popular, do you think? Like, you've already mentioned your Final Fantasy VII series, but was there like any other series that you think went massive?
Well, like, there's other ones that did pretty well. Like, my Dragon Quest XI streams did pretty well. Like, I could get, like, over 1,000 views on a stream, which to me is, like, fantastic. But, like, what I found with Dragon Quest is, like, half of my viewers with that would be, like, strictly Japanese. Like, they would interact in the chat a little bit, but it's mostly just was people watching me. But then with the shorts, it was just, like, I found something with Undertale, and I was doing Undertale fan games for a bit. And one of those streams is, like, actually, like, now my most viewed stream. There's just one of the fan games just, like, got a crazy amount of traffic.
I mean, that's another thing, and it's like, in nowadays, if you play, like, one of these massive fandom sort of games, like Undertale, Among Us and stuff, it definitely assists you in, like, getting views and stuff.
Yeah.
So with, like, we were talking about the shorts, the new system. Like, with them, there's also been a bit of a notice that bigger stuff at the moment also helps with them. So, as you said, the Undertale exploded.
I'm sorry. Okay, so it wasn't actually on fire, but, like, we were a step or two away. I had to, like, open a window and, like, turn on the fan to get the smoke to dissipate a little bit.
As long as it wasn't actually on fire, that would be an interesting live stream. So this is the fire.
I mean...
Yeah, there's a short for it.
This stream is so lit, it
Fade Dragon Tier catches fire.
Kitchen on fire.
Last time something caught fire, it was like a Minecraft stream, and we got, like, 300,000 views on it. I think we were talking about it earlier. But yeah, that was the last time there was like an unplanned fire involved with a live stream. But it was like a virtual fire, so nobody actually got hurt.
Oh, okay, good.
Make sure that yeah.
This time someone could have got hurt. I was just like doing your job, trying to get people talking still.
Gotcha, perfect.
Don't ever make me do that again.
Well, I mean, technically it's like Harv and Enigma are the hosts, and we're the guests today.
Yeah,
but like, I mean, we're so like into these kinds of things. Like, yeah.
Like, Bright Foxes says, "Are you okay, mate?"
Am I? Yeah, I'm all right.
He's fine. He's not dead yet.
Not on fire.
That's the next podcast.
Not yet, anyway.
So, Enigma, have you found, like, anything in particular you're doing does better than other format? Like, any particular series pop for you?
No, it's honestly, it's funny. It's, like, almost ironic in a sense. Like, my most viewed video on my channel, or my main channel, is what I tell people. It was just some random footage that I took when I went to the circus one day with my family, like, years ago. I was like recording this stuff, and I got home and I'm like, let me try just posting this up on my channel just for fun. I know people like the circus. And then out of nowhere, like, it just started getting like hundreds and then thousands of views out of nowhere. And I was just like, but this isn't even what my channel is about. Like, why are people watching this like random stuff? It's just, that just speaks to one of the weirdest things about YouTube. You never know what people might actually be intrigued and interested in watching, even if it isn't your actual like main intention. It's just kind of like random,
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, recommendations
I agree.
lead you down like a black hole. Have you ever done that game where you just don't log in and do recommendations and you just keep pressing and see what you end up with?
Yep.
You can get some scary stuff off that.
I've definitely, so like, as far as like formats and things that do well, like top 10 lists seem, I don't know if it's still the same, but like, you know, there was an era where if you did Minecraft, it would get attention. There was an era where, and probably still, if you do like top 10 lists, they get like a little bit more attention than other things, just because like they're easily searchable. Probably less so now. It's not necessarily the same with like a lot of gaming stuff, I find. So like, you know, even though like every video on trending is like Minecraft or Fortnite. Playing Minecraft or Fortnite just like it doesn't guarantee any level of success like it used to in the past. And also, like, I mean, I've always just sort of played games that I like to play, so that's kind of a detractor for me because a lot of things are pretty nichey, right? Like if you're just doing JRPGs, you only get the JRPG crowd, which is like it's a big niche, but it is a niche, right? Like and there's so many other different kinds of games. Like there's a lot of people that like watching horror games, and they may be looking for a channel that's horror game only. I don't want to just only play horror games. I'm not that guy. I like having a variety. So sometimes I feel like the variety puts people off too.
Yeah.
Where YouTube wants consistency, and I am like, well, I want to be unpredictable.
The thing with YouTube as well is they want other types of consistency, such as like being able to post every day. Like even they want like 2 videos every day just to be noticed. I noticed that vlogs are a lot more popular nowadays. Because there was like that era of gaming, then the era of like comedies and skits. But like nowadays, there's a lot more like vlogs or reviews of like Reddit, like looking at memes. They're exploding at the moment. However, like the stories is like old YouTube, where it's the video games that are getting the more views, and the like skits are getting all the old views, and like animation. They were like really struggling in the new era of YouTube, but in stories they're now succeeding. So it's like that's the old version.
When you say succeeding, you mean like you see them and they have a lot of views?
A lot of views. Some are gaining thousands of subscribers as well daily just from the stories. Because if you make like a dedicated channel to like these shorts,
right? But if you're animating shorts every day, like you're animating every day, like that's a hard, arduous process, and you're spending a lot of time on it. So the reason why animators traditionally struggle on YouTube is because like it's more work to do animation than it is to do like my style of video or to do a live stream.
Oh yeah.
Like there's more dedication to that. So YouTube doesn't really have a way to value like the amount of work somebody put into something. And that's the problem with animation on YouTube, I feel, at its core. Like YouTube needs to be able to step in and be like, okay, like we actually like this content. We need to do more to like keep it around. But I think like, so YouTube kind of like passed the buck on to, the audience, where it's like, okay, well, we're doing like this whole Patreon donation, like, super chat culture, which I think helps overall, but it is like passing the buck onto like the audience where they should be doing more on the YouTube side. But that's just, I'm just fade dragging here and I have an opinion.
Outside of the YouTube talk, Bright Foxes. So for the Discord, what's with the roles? I am currently a hatchling, whatever that means.
Oh Lord, what's with the Discord roles? That's a good question. It's kind of like organized chaos. So it's kind of a seniority system, but it's really just sort of how active you are and like where you are as far as like what you do for the server. If you're like active every day, you're going to end up like climbing and going higher up. Everybody, like at a certain point, you get like a custom name and color that you can pick for yourself. Like if you get like, I think it's above Serenial or whatever. And we'll like occasionally, like I'll just randomly up people if I see them in the chat. Some days we'll have things where I ping people and I'm like, literally it's been so dead lately that it's like, if you say hello, I will give you a rank up. And most people just don't even bother and just like stay near the bottom.
And like people that are above dragon rank also get added to the auto share for TikTok, YouTube, go live if they have any.
Matter of fact, okay, well if you just join Bright, like maybe we can just make you a dragon because you're active in this chat. Like that's how that works. Like I just arbitrarily or like non-arbitrarily decide things. Like normally just because I feel like it.
Yeah. Normally how you would get it is through leveling up from talking, but Fade just levels everyone up.
Yeah, like I break the system. I created the system, so it's not breaking it. It's working as intended.
Yeah. So back to the YouTube talk, we can talk a bit about Discord itself. So Discord has got very popular with YouTubers, like as community, like platforms and places just to talk with the viewers. So like the thing with like comment sections is they can get toxic, especially if you're massive like some of these YouTubers are. So they end up having everyone come to the Discord and like have everyone manage that. What's your experiences with like your comment sections or your Discords if you have any or
Ooh. Can I answer this one first? Because I got some stuff. So I decided that I never wanted to have like I am vain, but I'm not vain enough to have a Fade Dragon tier Discord. So I've always been like, well, we got the Dragon Clan or the Celestial Dragons or Serenial, whatever you want to call it in the era that it's in. So we've, as a group, always had a need for some kind of voiceover IP program. So the first one we used was Ventrilo. And it was very similar to Discord, but it was like, like early 2010s technology and like sound. It's like, if I were to hear the Discord login sound right now, it would be a very nostalgic sound. But like we used like MSN chats previous to that. But when it came to the point where like we needed to have people for raids or like large groups of people, we were like, okay, we need something more heavy duty. So it was Ventrilo, then like Raid Call. For a number of years, we used Skype. And then when Discord came around, Discord was like, it essentially took all the good things from Skype and all the good things from Ventrilo and like took out all the bad things that we didn't need, and had like the server-based structure thing. And it was just perfect for Serenial. So we jumped into that, and that's why I promote that instead of my own stuff. But as far as like helping my YouTube channel, I think it does. Like, I think it works as like a way, at the very least, like, I know most people in Serenial know who I am and like my content. So like, I feel like it gets like those initial eyes. Like if the hardcore Fade fans, I guess, know to find, my content if I ever link it on the server or whatever. And that's sort of where I get the first, like a couple initial views to like seed it so that it hopefully hits the algorithm and actually gets popular. That's my experience with it.
Yeah, for me with Discord, I didn't even know what Discord was until like I started doing streaming and people were like, you should have a Discord. I'm like, what's a Discord? And they just kind of explained it to me, so I'm like, sure, I'll open up a Discord. I still don't really know how to do like even like intermediate stuff with it. But I do find it's a great place where I can be like, hey, I'm going live with my stream, because YouTube doesn't always like to tell me when it's going live. But like between like comments and like stuff on the Discord, I've definitely had some, some weirdness, some trolls and stuff in my time. But the further along I go, like the less tolerance I have for it. Like I don't mind people like discussing topics, but there's just like certain like don't really need to be like hurling insults,
yeah,
racial stuff.
Well,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, it's unacceptable. Get out of here if you're doing any of that.
Well, yeah, exactly. And it's like, it's just sort of, you don't feed the trolls. So like,
right.
I'll ban somebody pretty quick.
Yeah, just zero tolerance. Get out of here. You know what you're doing. I don't even have to tell you. But for the most part, it's the comments and the Discord's great.
Yeah, I've generally, like, I would say I mostly get like positive things from people. Like, I don't really get too much trouble anywhere.
I like Discord. Like, in general, I think it's a great place to just interact with people about anything. But it's also a good place to share your streams if you're streaming on YouTube, if you're making videos, if you want to collaborate with people and you're looking for different people to, just make a video with or to live stream with. It's a pretty good place for especially gamers to connect with. But, you can find Discord servers for pretty much everything now at this point, So I've been using it for the past few years, and I've joined a certain selection of like different servers that, I go in and I talk to people. It's like a real community, and it's really nice, not just for sharing your links, but just for building like, bonds and collaborations. I kind of like it a lot.
Awkward silence. Sorry, guys.
Hey,
I was trying to think I had a good question.
I was like thinking, did Nadine even talk about the Discord? I forget. So I just was like,
yeah.
I will wait.
Well, yeah, Nadine got a lot of Discord stuff, I'm sure. You got something to say about Discord, Nadine?
Yeah, we're too many. It's it's really good for other stuff, not just YouTube. And just give me a sec, my cat's having a bit of a fit at me. He came on to me to go throw up a hairball.
Oh.
All right. Well, if you want, we can. Yeah, I'll let you answer. I remembered my question though. I got a good one for next time. So
yeah.
Do what you do.
So I'm in so many, and it's popular with like streamers, artists, especially artists. You don't know how many Discord artist communities are out there. They have like literally drawings of the day and stuff, which is quite impressive. I've seen a bit of negativity in Discords before from experience, but they're mainly all right. I'm in a few YouTubers' Discords as well, but no one massive, just small ones. Mainly we're just checking them out and stuff. Because they share a bit more in there as well, not just the YouTube videos and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so just like in general, like it's just good for what I'm hearing from everybody. It's like it's good for community building, essentially, and like having a community is definitely something that's essential. I think that's a no-brainer. But like if you're new to YouTube, like that might be something that you're, haven't consciously thought about yet, because there's so many factors and like puzzle pieces to like what YouTube is nowadays.
If you're a new streamer or a new YouTuber, I would really advise joining just any like decent Discord communities, even if it's just to talk to people, because it's really all about networking and stuff in the end as well.
Oh yeah,
that helps a lot.
Yeah, I think that networking's a big deal too. Okay, so not to like get sidetracked here, but I do have another. So I got a question that I actually like. This is one of the, like the meatier questions that I wanted to talk to Harv and Enigma about, and like Nadine as well. So my experience with mental health on the platform. Now I know Enigma has spoken about this before a little bit. So he might come a little bit preloaded with some things like thoughts that he's already been through. I don't think Harv has ever discussed. I don't know if you're going to be comfortable. If you're not, don't worry about it.
No, I don't mind.
But I'll start with mine. So, like, just thinking about the topic of mental health on the platform, like, I think initially it was very positive for me. It was, YouTube was definitely something that gave me a boost as far as, my self-confidence and, like, me being able to put stuff out, regardless of if something was getting 1 million views or just 100 views. Like, it was just sort of, like, putting things out and people are seeing it. And, like, a couple people are liking it. Like, somebody out there is seeing it and, like, enjoying it, which is, makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. And, there have definitely been ups and downs, though. Like, there's been moments where I think YouTube or, like, trying to make YouTube work for me in my life has been detrimental to my mental health, just because it is not a stable thing. Like, if you're ever trying to make YouTube a living, that's where it's sort of like, when you're trying to actually get something out of YouTube, that's where it sort of like turns evil, or not evil on you, but like it can be detrimental. So that's just sort of my thoughts on it. Like, I've had a year to like sort of ponder about like the ups and downs. Like, I've had kind of a roller coaster over the years with YouTube. And I think that's really what it is like your expectations. You have to manage them with YouTube. And if you're doing well and like you sort of see some spikes sometimes, like it might heighten your expectations. Whereas if you have sort of like you're just like, whatever, I'm just creating, it doesn't really matter. When you like see those spikes, it's just sort of like an upturn. But if you keep getting those upturns, they get less and less effective, right? Like, because like how much is like a good amount of views for a channel? Well, it depends on the subscribers and who the creator is and this and this and this. It might be very good for somebody to get 1,000 views. Whereas if somebody else got 1,000 views, that might be the most depressing thing in their life. One of the things me and Harv discussed was doing premieres. Like, I'm very afraid that if I were to do like a YouTube premiere, nobody would show up in the chat, and then it would just be like this chat replay of like nobody watching this video, and it's kind of embarrassing. So that's why I like avoid the premieres and stuff like that. So like that all sort of goes into that wheelhouse. Anybody else have any thoughts on like anything related to that? Kind of a doozy to talk about.
Yeah, it's not the easiest thing, but it's like sometimes I get really like demotivated and discouraged myself, and I wind up like, going to, my like one of my close friends or, my significant other at the time, and I talk to them like, I'm just feeling really down about, a lot of times it's about like, I'm like, oh, I can't think of an idea for a new video, or I'm trying to think about how I can get the most views. And, I go to therapy as well even. and I talk to my therapist about like my goals, you know, career goals and stuff, and you know what my hobbies are and what I'm doing. And I bring up, you know, I like to make videos and stuff like that. And you know, it's just good to make sure that you do have people like in your circle, even if it's just a few that you could talk to about this stuff. It doesn't have to necessarily be for like ideas or anything, but just to be able to vent if you are the kind of person that is going to get like, you know, kind of beaten down in a sense by like a lack of views or a lack of like viewer participation and whatnot. You just got to know yourself and know, well, when to take a break, when to go and have a conversation with somebody and just let it all out. And then, you know, but the most important thing is to just keep on going right after that, you know, pick yourself right back up whenever, however you can.
Get back on that algorithm treadmill.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the reasons why when I was younger, I stopped doing videos on YouTube as a whole. It was about confidence and stuff. So like when I was making videos, I was like rewatching them, and it would just put me down and down and down to the point where it was like I didn't even want to make them anymore. And it just really like it was like soul crushing. It was just I can't really explain it. It was literally like every time I made another video, by the next one, I just felt like it's not going to be any good, and it's just going to be like the last one, and it just made me feel worse. So then when I did the next one, it just kept going down, it spiraled down to the point where I'm just like, screw this, I'm not going to make videos anymore, and I'll just try something else, which is why I went into the art world a bit more.
I see. And I mean, I can definitely understand that too, where like if you do something and you don't feel like it's working at all. But I mean, I think you're a wonderful artist, so maybe that's kind of a silver lining there. Like this like most of this background, like the entire background, well, the background itself is like all Nadim, and it's beautiful, and I love it. So thank you for that, and a lot of other art stuff that you've done over the years.
Yeah. I've only just gained the confidence again to start doing videos such as like podcasts, and the fact that I'm even thinking about doing shorts is quite shocking. Even if they're going to just be maybe me drawing or something, so something I was already going to be doing.
Oh yeah, crap, I forgot to say like all kinds of outrageous things that we can clip for shorts later.
There's still time.
Like right, penis.
There, perfect. Just touching on like the whole like YouTube mindset, like depression type of thing. I find that like what I really struggle with as far as that goes is like I really like to try to maintain like a daily upload schedule, but I'll find over time that I'll get like, since I don't really have anyone in my like immediate like personal bubble that I can really like talk YouTube with, like sometimes because I do so much live streaming, it'll start leaking out like in the live streams, and I don't feel like that's really like, it's not bad to talk about this sort of stuff, but to get kind of like dwelling on it day after day, like streaming, it's not really the healthiest way to deal with it. But like I find like now I'm starting to get it through my head that like if I need a break, I need to just take a break. Like if I just know that, like if I'm getting to the point where like, this thing about YouTube's driving me nuts, it's like, you need a break. You know, 6 months ago, you didn't even care about this exact same thing you're thinking about. Take a break. So, like, that's kind of, like, that's where, like, the premieres help with me, because, like, I can still upload, but it's not, like, it's not the same mental energy as a stream. So I can still get, like, scratch that daily upload itch and still have, like, the chat to interact with, but it's not, like, that same sort of, like, mental energy that I'm spending.
Right, until Fade comes by and he's like, hey man, what are you doing this Saturday?
Well, like a podcast though, it's like it's a different beast entirely, because it's not like if it's me doing a stream.
No, you stress yourself out for like 6 hours at a time for like 2 hours of content as opposed to just 3 hours for 2 hours of content.
Yeah, and then we're just kind of like there's more people to just kind of like carry the burden when you're like doing a podcast with a few people, rather than just like trying to struggle through like a tough boss or whatever and being like, I should be doing better at this part of the game, and I'm so mad about it.
At this part, I'm just going to call him the mega fan. You better be happy with your progress. I'll give you my chicken nuggets. I'm guessing to have.
I mean, I want chicken nuggets.
He's literally just going to be called the mega fan now because he's so active. I'm guessing it's a he. I'm sorry if you're a she or anything else, but
don't misgender our audience. Oh Lord.
No, I definitely got to say though, I'm happy with my progress. It's just it can be easy to get in your own head about it, because I remember being like, wow, I finally hit 100 subscribers, but it's like, it's kind of like so long ago now, but it's easy to like kind of lose that perspective, because like all these milestones are a big deal, and you just got to kind of remind yourself of that.
Yeah, I definitely, like, I don't take anything like my channel or any like the luck that I've had for granted. Like, I think people say I'm underrated. I think I'm overrated.
We're gonna be demonetized now. There are they. It's the end of the world, guys. Anyway, on a positive note, we're all getting invaded by cats. Anyone else got any cats to get invaded by?
I was cat sitting earlier, but they're gone now.
My niece
got
cat
one
is
on the lap.
around
The
here.
cat's just kind of like keeping me company over here.
Oh, thank you.
I could maybe go grab the hamster, but he's kind of rambunctious. He'd be hard to like wrangle for a stream.
Bright Foxes says that was also for everyone. I've read that wrong. I actually said that completely, but that's the message. Just said that how I would say.
Yeah, thank you, Bright Fox.
Oh god, we should give him like #1 fan ranking, whatever that is. Does that exist? Do we need that?
I
I don't know. You can feel free to rank him up on the server. I think that would make him happy. He's been asking questions about that.
Yeah.
Just put him at Dragon.
Speedy is best.
Put them at. Sorry, oh my God. Put them at Dragon.
I agree.
Sorry, guys. Episode 1, we already got ourselves canceled.
Yeah,
Podcast is over.
It was a good run.
I know, right? We tried.
Go out on top.
Yep.
I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Speedy's
exactly. Go out
has
as the best podcast ever, even though we're not.
My fella right here.
And this is my fella. He's called George. Cats are all about YouTube as well. My God, do you remember the days where YouTube was pretty much cats?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was the entire internet. It wasn't just YouTube.
Hey.
Right, I'm gonna completely butch these names. So we've got Nawara with a cat emoji and Gyro, whatever. Please, I don't even know how. Sorry. Hi everyone. I just joined the stream to say hello.
Welcome.
Yeah, see the cats, like instantaneously, like all of a sudden people are like, "Wait, cats?"
Yeah.
I
Like-
know. You
I
bring
smell
in
it.
cats.
Cats. Do I double up?
You bring in cats to a stream, and they're like, "Kitties, yes, more viewers."
Right. Cats equals YouTube
Who wants
views.
to go down?
If this stream
Scientifically
gets
proven.
1,000 likes, I will adopt a kitten for the live stream.
We just
fair.
need somebody to get a puppy now. We're gonna go over the moon.
Yeah.
I
Cats
mean,
and
I've got
puppies.
fish,
Holy
but they're
cow.
not really as good. Also, telling everyone George is fine. He decided to land badly.
Oh yeah, cats are resilient.
That's what the
like
massive for.
Oh yeah.
that.
It's perfectly
So
fine.
we are fast approaching the 1 hour point. Do we want to go for a second hour? I think 1 hour is good. We got a lot out in that 1 hour.
Like I think it's keep it fairly fast paced. I think it was.
I mean, we've already broken this beyond repair, so like at
Oh,
this
yeah.
point, it's just kind of
for sure.
It's only up.
like I just want to call back to how the stream started, guys. It was
Right.
glorious.
It's like, are we even
That's
live? No.
weird.
I'm still baffled by
it's-
that. We gotta. I don't know how to even prevent the stream from having like 2 links, and of course the link that I share is the wrong link.
Well, I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens next week. So we agreed upon we're gonna try to do this on Fridays instead of Saturdays. So like today is like sort of the test thing, but we're gonna try to be back for Friday. Same Serenial time, same Serenial channel. So like an hour ago is like when it. Oh my God, time zone. So like an hour ago from now, and if you're watching this on VOD, like that, obviously it doesn't apply to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh God, how do we even? Like me, okay, so like Atlantic time because like I can't really hide where I'm from here.
Right.
Atlantic time, it's 9 p.m. So like do your own.
So it'd be
9 p.m. on Fridays.
Be 8 Eastern.
Atlantic.
And subscribe to the Serenial channel if you haven't already. If you don't want to miss the podcast.
Join the Discord as well, which is somewhere in the chat, which we'll be spamming anyway with Fid's great.
Yes.
And make sure to check out Mega Harv's channel as well as Enigma's channel, Enigmatic Entertainment and Mega Harv respectively, and Nadine's Instagram, Nadine25. And you don't need to look up any of my stuff. My stuff's garbage.
Enigma, you doing a stream tonight?
Actually, yes. It's probably as soon as we finish, I'm pretty sure.
What are you streaming?
Yeah.
Persona 5 Striker is the new Persona game.
Oh, right on.
Cool,
okay. And you're doing a premiere this evening, right, Harv, in about an hour?
Yes. In 1 hour, I'll be doing a premiere Final Fantasy VII Remake where I attempt to beat the game as all my party members as Toads with the Toad Ring. So
right, I was watching a couple previous episodes. It's actually a pretty cool challenge.
Yeah, curious to see if I can get through it. I think I'm really, not this episode, but the next episode, I'm going to be fighting Airbuster. I don't even know if that's going to be possible, but we're going to try. We're going to see if it's possible.
I hate
awesome.
that.
And I saw your reaction to the other remake news that was recent.
Yeah.
If we want, we could do like 2 minutes of Final Fantasy nerd, guys. We all...
Oh, yeah.
Like, did you guys see the trailers, Enigma, with the Yuffie? Like, not to spoil. Spoilers for the Final Fantasy VII trailer, guys. Like, click off now if you don't want spoilers.
Yeah.
I'm kind of angry, but like I didn't like the first part of the why change perfection? You know what I mean? Like, why try to screw it up? And I was like, when I first saw it, I'm like, is this the next episode? And like, they're still not leaving Midgar. They're just like, the whole thing's going to be in Midgar now, and like Yuffie's showing up for whatever reason. So I was confused and scared and angry. What was your guys' reaction? Marv has a video, but
I thought when I just jumped into like the stream on YouTube in the middle of it, and I thought this was like part 2 of the remake, and I was like excited. And then all the chat was saying that this is DLC, and I was instantly just disappointed, honestly. I never finished the original Final Fantasy VII, unfortunately. I'm still like in the middle of it. But the Final Fantasy VII remake, I got the Platinum Trophy and did pretty much everything on it. But I think paid DLC is completely overpriced, but that's like a whole different story. I'm just waiting to see when they put out the next episode of it. I hope it's soon, but I doubt it at this point. But I'm looking forward to the remastered version for the PS5, though. Definitely.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's kind of what's offensive to me about the DLC that's coming out. You can only play it on the PS5.
Really?
So, yeah.
I didn't hear that part.
You can, from what I understand, if you already have the PS4 version, you can upgrade to the PS5 version for free. But you still have to pay for the DLC, and you still have to buy a PS5. So it's like, there's no reason in my mind why that game has to be on the PS5. And I promise you, this DLC is going to be like 3 hours, if that. Like, it's not like we're going to be getting a 40-hour epic, like, DLC for it on the PS5. It's going to be brief. Like, if we get a 20-hour DLC, I will be happy with that. But, like, it'll probably below 5 hours, I'm sure. And you're dropping, like, what, 500 on a console, plus however much the DLC is?
I'm honestly just going to wait for the PC release, and I assume all the DLC will probably be with it at that point.
Yeah, you might as well.
PS5 only? I did not know that. I thought it was going to be available for the PS4. I mean, I have a PS5, but that's kind of, they're missing out on a lot of potential sales, honestly.
Like, I'm not especially now that news is out, like, obviously part 2 is going to be PS5 exclusive. I don't know how necessary that really is. They're just trying to sell more PS5 consoles, but I don't know if this is really the time to do it. I was expecting, like, the last part of it, unless part 2 is going to be the last part. I'm expecting it to be 3 parts, but, like, if it's 3 parts, if the third part was, like, PS5 exclusive, I'd be like, well, okay. Gives me a few years to, like,
it's gonna be more than 3.
Save up or whatever, but, like, for them to already make
Final Fantasy VII, Nadine? Sitting there silently, like, just giving us, like, a weird...
Should I say anything? I mean, it's
I don't know.
I haven't really
thoughts?
played any of the Final Fantasies for years.
Okay, well, if you don't care about it, you don't gotta comment. I was just trying to give you a chance to. Did you see like the other Final Fantasy VII thing, which is like
A mobile game?
like is it like
The mobile-
Is
the
it the
mobile
mobile?
games.
Is that what's up
Yeah.
with it? Okay. Like it looked weird to me, and I was like, I don't care for this at all. Like, well, sir, I don't like it.
It's like a remake of Final Fantasy VII remake, but for like ported, like downscaled for like mobile or something like that. What I read, it's just kind of weird.
I think they did something like that for Final Fantasy 15. They had like Pocket Edition or whatever. I think it's kind of like the same concept, but I'm not really sure.
Anyway,
I'm kind of upset with Square. I'm like, maybe I'll try Final Fantasy 16, and then like if that's no good, I might just give up. Man, I don't know. I say that with every like new Final Fantasy.
Right.
We've been missing a bit of chat here, so if anyone, do you want me to start from the part we've missed?
Yeah, by all means.
You can, but I'm just. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the official Kevin Blanco. In my opinion, the feelings of success depend on the goals that originally you have at the beginning. The one person I'm very J-Ray said, "Lol, I know it's different." And then Bright Fox says it's 1K likes everyone, and Serenial will adopt a kitten so everyone like. Blanco's back with the only thing I know is that Fade loves Chris Carr. Crisis Core. I missed that. Chris Core.
Crisis Core triggered me. I don't think the Crisis Core video is up anymore because of copyright, because I stole like a whole, like the sound clips that I used, I wasn't allowed to use. But yeah, so I did a rant video about Crisis Core before where I was like, this is basically fanfic. And it like kind of made me angry.
And then the last one is maybe part 3 is a PS6 exclusive.
Yeah, this rate. They've taken years to release every part.
Yeah. I just asked my brother for a cup of milk, and my brother pulls up a gallon, and I asked why, and he was like, you need some milk.
Yeah, I'm all about, like, I just bring the whole jug with me and then, like, bring it back to the fridge when I'm done. This is how I roll with milk.
He's Canadian, yours is in bags, are they?
Well, no, mine, I can get it in bags, but no, it's in jugs.
Yeah.
Like normal, civilized human beings.
Right. I haven't had bagged milk. Like, we have it, but I haven't drank it in a long time.
If we get 20 more subscribers, Fade will also get a bag of milk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we need 1,000 subscribers, and I'll adopt a kitten and name it Serenial for the stream. But then I need like 20 more likes, and then I'll buy milk for the cat.
In a bag.
That's fair.
And then like 100 likes after that, the cat gets to eat.
Hey, that's horrible.
Hey, it gets milk before that. It'll keep it alive.
Canadians are weird.
Hey.
We'll just do like this whole fan funding thing where it's like the cat is reliant on the audience caring about the cat.
Perfect.
It's kind of cruel, but like, I mean, guilt trip people into...
Yeah, whatever pays the bills.
But I think we can wrap that up now, guys. We're even a little bit late now.
Yeah.
To wrap it up. We were like 10 minutes late. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Do we have bagged milk here in the States? I don't
believe so.
I think it is. I think it's like an Atlantic Canadian thing, specifically. Like East Coast of Canada. I don't even know if the West Coast of Canada has bagged milk.
Oh, it could be.
That sounds crazy.
Never really questioned.
We also used to have bags of juice, but those don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Mini sips. I used to be all about them.
Yeah. They don't exist anymore. It's really sad.
How do you drink it? You gotta
just it's like a plastic bag, and you just like you could stab it with a straw, or what we would do is just bite the corner off, and then just like squeeze the juice through the corner, like the plastic that we ripped out with our teeth, because
that's nuts.
we're savages drinking juice in a bag, right? Like. Anyway, try to wrap up this podcast, guys. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. This was the Serenial Podcast episode 1. We're hoping to have quite a few more.
Yeah.
If you like this video, definitely leave a like, comment, join the Discord, check out everybody's YouTube channel, all the cool things. Yeah. Anybody else want to say anything and then say peace out? I'm going to say peace out now. Peace out.
No, that's everything. You've just summed it up there, so bye, guys.
Pretty well covers it. I'm doing a premiere in an hour. I think Enigma's going to be streaming here any minute. Over on Twitch?
Yes, indeed. Yes, I'm going to be on Twitch in a few minutes, actually, streaming, for sure.
Twitch.tv/Enigmatic
Entertainment.
And then for the premiere, it's youtube.com/megahertz.
That's right. And don't forget the lard, too.
I hope you have a good... Right.